Alright, what is going on, everyone, and welcome to the incredible adventures of Van Helsing, the Final Cut edition. Essentially, this one is the game of the year, or as you can say. It includes all three Van Helsing games and like all the DLC bundled all together. So what we're gonna do, since I have actually completed all three games individually, and each one has their own separate playlist, we're just going to take a quick look at what's actually been changed. So yeah, since this is a PC only game, I do want to go over the options menu real quick, just so you guys have a chance to take a look at it. Alright, let's start with the regular. Everything should be the same. It looks the same as well. This is also an RPG game, so it's important to have some of these kind of bars. I would always recommend turning the auto equip off, just because it gets annoying later on. You just find garbage items, and make sure to keep that off. Also, the slider bars for the audio, video, change the color, and I do believe this goes past 1080, but I'm just playing on 1080 for recording purposes. And then you get your quality settings, advanced settings, a lot of the same texture, all that stuff. So definitely something to take a look at, and we're gonna make sure that is a no limit. And the controls, obviously, we'll be playing this with the keyboard and mouse, but you could play this with the controller, I do believe. And yeah, it's actually not that difficult either way. So there is multiplayer to this game. There's like mini games such as tower defenses, and just in general playing with other people, which is always a good thing. The adventure maps are generally when you beat the game, you open up like extra instances, so those are always fun. And then I think the level cap, they did raise it from a total of like 60 to, I don't know, it could be 100 or something nowadays. So with that said, you get to create a different character. Everything is unlocked by default. So usually the first 3 times I played a bounty hunter, I did try the elementalist and protector, but these are the new ones that like came out through the 3rd one, I believe. So with that said, let's actually start up the game and show you a little bit of what this game actually is. And if you are interested in watching the entire playthroughs, I have all 3. You could go find those on my channel somewhere. And let's get started.
It all began with a call for help. A letter from Borgovia addressed to Van Helsing, the great monster slayer, my father. He doesn't take cases anymore, but I am a hunter too. So I set off on a journey with Lady Katarina, my remarkable companion. I'm an expert on the supernatural, and I seem to be drawn to it. Occasionally events get out of control, and then we have to leave in quite a hurry. Sometimes it's Katarina's fault. She can be quite reckless at times. Still, she always helps me save the day. And she also happens to be a ghost. My father rescued her from Borgovia, and she has been bound to serve our family ever since. Katarina often complains about it, but I think she really likes the thrill of the adventure. She is a charming soul, but she also has a darker side. Good. It comes in helpful when I'm in danger. Somewhere along the way, we slowly learned to work together. And finally, in the cold rain of Venice, we became a team. The last leg of the journey was by sea. Apart from the Kraken, the pirates, and the storms, it was mostly uneventful. I had time to ponder my mission. Once Borgovia was a dark place where monsters lived. Long ago, my father defeated the immortal kings, created a peace treaty, and entrusted the land to some enlightened individuals. What could have happened there? What could be even more frightening than the reign of monsters? The closer we drew to Borgovia, the more confusing the rumors became. The land behind the Thunderhead Mountains was wrapped in mystery. As our carriage approached the mountain pass, I had a sense of foreboding. It didn't really surprise me when I heard an explosion. The adventure has just begun.
Whoa. So I think it just puts all three of them in a combined story, unlike the other ones where you just have to, like, instead of manually picking it. So that could be good. So if I didn't mention this already, this is an RPG game. It's like top-down, think Diablo, Path of Exile, every other
Katarina,
RPG game you
should
see out there.
help me out with this?
Please, we're just some ragged outlaws. See, it wasn't that difficult, was it?
So this is how they welcome folk around here.
Yes. Why? It is an ancient and venerable tradition.
Alright, so I'll try to explain how all of this works. These are your bars, like inventory. There's challenges, maps, achievements, and your abilities. Health bar, mana bar. Your main attack you can swap out. There's a skill tree. These are your armors. You can equip everything. Skill sheet. You get attribute points as you level. Skill tree. They changed it up a little bit. It looks nicer. And there's also auras. So there's a lot of things you can put in. I don't think you max out everything, even if you hit level 100. And this is your perk sheet. So every few levels or your reputation goes up, you get a new passive. These are generally very important. So think like carefully when you do all that. Glory is a new one. You can show your mini map just as usual. There's obviously achievements, a journal, and your main menu. So with that said, let's move on. You got once you get new skills, you move on a little bit later. Just change it up. From my experiences previously, I usually like playing a ranged character because sometimes when the enemies are ranged, they do a lot of extra weird critical hits, and also it's weird, crazy lot of damage.
Oh my, that was stupid.
I'm impressed, actually. They do have a sense of theatrics.
We could still fly over the chasm.
Really.
Oh, right. Sometimes I forget how human you are.
We should follow the normal pathway there.
So obviously you can have health bars. This is Katarina, your companion. She also has an inventory, attributes, and behaviors, skills, essentially. You could tell her what do you want her to do, like if you want her to be a melee, ranged, or a ghost. When she's in ghost form, she can't actually attack, but you get a passive like damage boost. So generally that's what I did. Kept her in ghost form. Also later on, you could tell her to just go and buy potions or sell stuff, so you don't have to actually go back to town, which is generally a good thing. So as we level up here, we get 2 points. It depends on what character you play, but generally, if you're a ranged character, you want gunnery, and you get some skill points. You get to pick from your tree. This is your main ability, so you're gonna want to max that out almost immediately, and then you get your side buffs as well. And then there's a shrine right there. Okay. So with our auras, you could just see what you want. I think some of these are actually new. I've never seen some of these, but there are also some old ones that carried over. So overall, I would say the story for this is pretty solid. The bosses are kind of weird, but throughout the game, I think if you're playing it for the story, that's generally a good thing.
Look, a domovoy with a bag full of treasure.
I don't think you can actually kill him in the beginning. You just have to shoot him until he drops stuff. It's like a loot
What's the
goblin.
matter with him?
He looked like he'd seen a ghost.
No, don't blame this on me. You started chasing him.
You can also tell Katarina to only pick up certain items like gold, essences, and rare items, so that's good. Those will go into her inventory. So it's generally very nice, that's customizable. And yeah, let's move on. So we should be coming up into the main town shortly.
Bury him in the woods. I want the hat.
The ranged characters do a lot of damage. I'm not sure if they ever balanced it from the third one, but I don't know. It seems like they hit criticals way too often. So when she levels up, yeah. Generally, what I did throughout my entire game is put most of her stuff into auras because I liked using straight DPS for myself, and she's not really that helpful. But I mean, what can you do? Now that we have 4 points, we can put more into here. Generally, I would say if you're playing a ranged character, the explosive shot, the scatter shot are your AoEs. You kind of want these as soon as possible, and it's very good to have. So make sure to get an AoE early on in the game, just because you'll need it, trust me.
Stop right there.
Easy, lad. We're friends here.
They all say that, but I won't let in any dangerous fiends on my watch. No, sir.
How dare you? I'm going to tear you apart, and then I'll teach you some manners.
No, I didn't mean you, my lady. The undead nobility of Borgovia are always welcome to haunt here, but you, with the Van Helsing hat, we don't like your sort here, with your weapons and bad manners.
I am a monster hunter.
Of course you are. Or you are just a troublemaker.
Oh, you don't have to worry about my servant. I keep him on a short leash.
Katarina.
Thank you, my lady. You can pass, and your manservant too.
We'll talk about this later.
Fine, don't even thank me.
So this is pretty cool. In the loading screen, it just tells you where you are. And I do believe if you actually played through all of them, they did change up some of the achievements. So this is your main hub for the first Van Helsing game. You generally want to talk to a lot of people, and there's a way shrine there. I guess you could say portal.
Didn't recognize it? That's the ink.
The dark material of creation and dreams. But that's a myth.
Borgovia is the only place where the ink leaks through the cracks of the world.
So you can enter the ink here.
Yes, and then you can travel below or behind this world and appear at certain places. That's the ink walk.
Oh, you mean teleport.
That is such a cliched word.
So this is your teleporter portal thingy. Pretty standard.
A proper hunter at last.
And suddenly someone appreciates me.
Bah! They all forgot that monsters are dangerous. That's what peace does to you.
Is there anyone who can tell me more about Borgovia?
Talk to the alchemist, if you can. But the Romany travelers put a curse on him, so he can't speak anymore.
Oh, they love curses. It's nice to see that they are sticking to tradition.
Katarina, please. How can I help that poor man?
Go to the Romany tribe and ask them to remove the curse.
Alright, so this is your storage. And the main guy over here. There's a lot of things you could look at. So this is your main area for now until you reach the lair. Then that'll be your new main hub for the rest of the game. So
Welcome,
talk to him.
stranger. My lady.
And a good day to you. We must get to Borgovia. The bridge has collapsed.
Then you need to talk to the village mayor, who knows the pathway through the forest.
And where do I find him?
He went out to investigate a wagon that got lost on the forest road with some valuables. He hasn't returned yet.
It's never that easy, my dear Van Helsing.
Alright, so let's go do a quick quest and show you what it's about. Leveled up as well. I'm gonna build this straight DPS, and then try to max this one out as soon as possible, because it's the most common skill you'll be using, your main attack. So make sure to upgrade quite often. Look at your items. Oopsie.
At last, someone with proper weapons. Get me out of this unholy forest alive, and I will be grateful.
I'm afraid I can't do that. My path leads me straight to the heart of darkness.
Right, to the darkness then. Could you at least escort me to the Romany camp?
I could do that, yes.
He could actually die, and I think there is an achievement to escort him without him dying. So you're gonna want to be a little bit careful. We get shrine bonus.
A sacred altar. Maybe we shouldn't go too close.
You
Don't worry, you'll be fine.
You're bound to me. Sacred places only affect tourists.
Oh, a gruesome puzzle. Let me see. The wagon was attacked by the soldiers.
And werewolves.
No, the distribution of the paw prints is all wrong. They just rushed in and out.
Did you just say distribution?
And this track here?
Is deeper. The beast was carrying someone. I'm impressed.
As you should be.
Right. Let's go find
There are
some
enemies
werewolves.
right ahead of us. I need to make sure that guy does not die. Oh! 4-man collateral. And the way you can tell like what the bosses are is look at their health bar at the top. If it's like yellow or something, or it says champion, generally you'll figure it out. Or if they're just glowing, you know, like that. Oh my god, we did it. I'm not sure if we go down. I think we go down. I hear them. Let's kill them all before they can attack him. If you can do that, you're safe. This is why I told you you're gonna need an AoE really early on in the game. It's probably good to max out DPS early on as well. And increase their hit points, range at attacks. There we go. Okay, let's kill that. Say that they don't aggro onto us. So the camp is down this way, I believe. I have to go all the way around. Quite a bit of gold from this. Worth. And here's your portal. Find more. got him.
Good day to you, sir.
No greetings for me? Where are your manners?
I didn't send you away with a warning sign, did I? Well then.
I came on behalf of the village alchemist. I ask you to remove the curse you put on the poor man.
But that was a rightful curse. He said we were frauds. In the name of science.
It might even be true, but he has suffered enough, and I need his help.
Aye, we could come to an agreement, you know. You and me.
What do you want?
I have all sorts of strange trophies from all sorts of strange creatures, see? In my traveling cabinet of curiosities, I need the skull of the legendary Snowpelt.
I help you, you help me.
We made it! I can hardly believe it. Thank you, stranger.
Take care.
Sweet. So that is everything else. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed the first episode. If you want me to continue, let me know. I actually have completed all 3, so I feel like I know what I'm doing if you want to see it again. But let me know what you thought of the game, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.